What's up, everybody? Martha Cross 316 back with another comic book flashback. And today we're looking at Batman issue number 1, part 3, as we look at the Joker Returns. Yes, that's right. Joker not only made his first appearance in Batman number 1, but he also made his return. And so there's two Joker stories in Batman number 1, which is really cool. So we'll be looking at that second story right here as we end the issue, and we see the return of the Joker. How does he return? Well, we saw at the previous part, in part one of this story, that the Joker had been locked into jail and his plans had been foiled by Batman and Robin. But the Joker made a promise that he would be able to break out of jail, and that's exactly what he's going to plan to do. He says, "Jail me, will they, a man of my intellect? I'll escape and make them pay for this insult." And that Batman and the boy, if I ever meet them again, but first I must escape now. And so he's going to do? What he's going to do is he's going to get in the back of his mouth, and the Joker unscrews two false teeth. And he says, inside each tooth is a chemical which, when mixed together, forms a powerful explosive. My means of escape. And with those two false teeth, he throws them to the ground. The cell explodes with a chemical gas, knocking out all of the guards, and the Joker has been set free. Man, the Joker comes up with some of the craziest ways to break out of jail, and that might be one of his craziest. And the news goes out to all of the citizens of Gotham City, including Dick Grayson and Bruce Wayne. And it says, "Flash, we've just received word that the Joker has just escaped from prison after mysteriously blowing up his cell. He overpowered two guards," and we see Bruce Wayne says, "Well, I'll be. The Joker free? I can't hardly believe it." And Bruce says, "I can. He's a very unusual man. He's shrewd, subtle, and above all, ruthless. Mark my words, the Joker will return with a vengeance." And where does the Joker go? He goes into this graveyard, slides this gravestone to just so happen to go underground into his Joker's lair. And that's where his hideout is, revealed here in this issue. And once again, we see the commonality between this story and the last story is that the Joker is going to do the same thing he did in the previous story, and that is go after these rich men who have these jewels, and he calls on the radio and says he's going to strike at a certain hour of the night, and those people are going to die. And so that's what happens here. We see that one, two, three different people are going to die here within this issue. First, he goes after this rich man, then he goes after the police commissioner, because the police commissioner is the one that sent him to jail. Then the Joker is going to strike by going to this painting gallery and stealing this famous painting and killing off this guy. So the Joker is just ruthless within this first issue of the Batman. He's no villain to take lightly. And we see that now Bruce Wayne is going to have to suit up as Batman and try to stop the Joker again. So that night, determined the police guards guard the precious necklace that the Joker plans to steal in this museum. And we see as the clock strikes the fatal hour, the lid of the mummy case quietly opens, and inside is the Joker. And he starts spraying these guards with the Joker's gas, the venom gun. He takes that necklace from the lily white neck of the mannequin, and then the Batman shows up, and Batman and the Joker are going to fight once again here. I mean, this is really good stuff here. Some good storytelling by Bill Finger and great penciling by Bob Kane here, as Joker is just about to strike Batman with the axe when all of a sudden more police show up and the Joker gets away, but Batman has been knocked out by the Joker. The police are about to unmask the Batman. Will he be unmasked? Well, Batman immediately gets up because he knows that his secret identity is very important to him and he doesn't want anybody to know who he is. And so Batman leaps out the window and he gets on top of the roof here, and the people have lost sight of Batman. Well, the next day we see that there's this guy named Edgar Martin who makes a public speech saying that the police can't catch him, then the citizens need to rise up and go after the Joker themselves. Well, the Joker hears about the speech, and next, who's he going to go after? He's going to go after Edgar Martin. He gets an alert from the radio, and now the police are going to now try to protect Edgar Martin. Edgar Martin is going to then try to get his mind off of the Joker by shuffling some cards. When one of the cards nicks him, his hand starts to bleed, and he notices that all the cards are Joker cards. He starts to shake, and he dies, and he's left with a Joker's grin. Just so happens that the Joker had planted those cards inside of Edgar's place and used poison on the cards. And so the Joker just plans out everything. We see now that the Commissioner Gordon is going to talk with Bruce Wayne. And he's like, look, the Joker's out on the loose again, and if I'm going to be out of a job soon because people just can't trust the police anymore, what are we going to do? Well, we see here Bruce Wayne says, well, I know what to do. Let's plant a story in the newspaper saying that there's this ruby, this fire ruby that the Joker definitely wants, and it's up for sale, and that definitely will get the Joker, and then we can trap him. And the fire ruby estimates its value at $100,000, and the Joker definitely wants to get that ruby, so he makes an alert on the radio saying that he's going to strike tomorrow at 9 o'clock, and the ruby will be his. He then is going to be trapped by the police, but then the Joker has two guns inside his coat pocket, and he fires away, killing all of these policemen. And he's just about to get away when Robin is going to go after him. He's like, that boy again, coming for me, are you? I bid you welcome. He strikes Robin, and Robin starts to fall off the roof, but he just so happened to twist in the air, grabbing that pole here. We see Joker notices that Robin, he didn't hear his body slam to the ground. So now he's going to get his gun and he's going to try to kill Robin while Robin is dangling on this pole when Batman says, Joker, stop. And then Joker turns his attention to the Batman, and Batman is making his way towards the pole, and then the pole breaks. Robin is going to be hurtling down and down. He goes on the awning, bounces off, and lands on top of the Joker. And now Batman is going to be fighting off the Joker with some really cool action scenes right here. Joker grabs his dagger and he's going to try to stab the Batman. I mean, this Joker is just ruthless. Well, all of a sudden, the knife plunges into the chest of the Joker. And he's like, no, it can't be true. There it is. And then he just starts laughing hysterically right here. And with that laugh, he dies, apparently. And we see that the police are going to show up. Batman and Robin leave the scene thinking that the Joker is dead. But as the ambulance shows up and they're riding in the ambulance, they notice that Joker still has a pulse. And so the Joker is still alive, even after that humongous fight that he had with Batman. And with that, y'all, that is how we are going to end issue number 1 of Batman. I hope you liked these 3 separate stories featuring the debut of Joker, the first appearance of Catwoman, and then the return of the Joker. And that's how we are going to end this issue. Hope you liked it. Hope you liked these 3 stories. Hope you had an opportunity to watch all 3 of these videos. And up next, folks, we'll be looking at Batman #2, as well as we'll be looking at more of Detective Comics as well, as those two comics go side by side with each other. As we continue to look at the history of Batman, hope to see you there in the future and in future videos. Comment down below what you thought about this story, and I will see y'all in the next one.